Hi, my name is Kenny Glick. My middle name is fucking. Maybe easier to remember for next time. Kenny fucking Glick. Since 2007, I've been making videos on YouTube talking about the stock market. At first, it was kind of a joke because I was in a bad way and I was telling people to do the opposite. And then I got my mojo back and I've been trading pretty much awesome for, for quite some time again. And I use one very specific setup. It's called volume weighted average price. You might not think that in the midst of what's going on in the market, that 2022 is a good year. Um, Today, we made more money today than the entire year. Let that one sink in. In the morning, in these last 2 hours, we just made collectively more money than we all made the entire year, all in one morning. Because what we saw today was an opportunity for a buy at what I like to call multiple year VWAP support. When the Qs broke 385, I had a target. It was 293. 385 to 293. I thought we could fall. We got there. And then I said, if we don't hold 293, a bear market's going to really, really rage. And we might fall to the next massive area of support because that's what the market looks for, massive areas of support, which was 258. We overshot it to the downside today at the open, and we got down to 255. But then we started seeing the intraday turn on the market. And what we did was we went right to the source. Why was the market a little bit more scary? Obviously, the CPI data, but you also had applied materials doing what AMAT is applied materials. But what you had was the same moment from a week ago when AMD, right? AMD proved, AMD pre-announced their bad earnings. And I thought that this would be a great opportunity for the market to rally because everybody's super bearish. And now one of the chip darlings of the bull market is pre-announcing bad numbers. Maybe this will be the bottom. And AMD did not find any traction that day. Luckily, we only trade what we see, and we didn't get super bullish that day. Fast forward to this morning. CPI data comes out, and the market's getting smoked. We've already been getting smoked for 9 months. Okay, that doesn't mean we're going to rally. But watch AMAT. Same premise. If AMAT rallies, go get that Taiwan semiconductor. If Taiwan semiconductor starts to rally, then the entire chip sector is going to rally. Get the SMH, get the SOXL, get the AMAT, get the NVIDIA, get the AMD, buy them all. SOXL, and we had SMH. Then, if the chips are going to rally, the market's going to rally. So buy the Qs. So we bought the Qs. We shorted the volatility index. So with options across the board on all those trades, this is insanity. We had a 500%er, 600%er, 500%er, 1100%. My boy 8 Ball made 1700%. That's 17 times his money on TSM options. My buddy made 1100% on the Qs. I was in the TQQs. Collectively, this might sound absurd, but collectively, I'm talking the 500 here, the 500 here, so it's 1,000, another 1,000 there. Collectively, over 12,000% return today on the market. So those days, and if Kurt, you're out there watching this video, that one day where the QQQ broke VWAP and didn't rally, you know it works most of the time. Most of the time. So when those trades that we did today don't work, you know what you do? You cut bait, and they didn't work. But then you have a day like today where the entire market was a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal. No, any stock. So basically, if you saw a stock flirting with the idea that we could break, you'd bang your head on the keyboard and hit the buy button. See, this is where you need to identify why you don't make money in the market. It's probably you. It's definitely not this trade. Because this trade works. Some days it works better than others. Some days they don't work at all. But the best part about it, when they don't work and you're trading only price and you're only trading VWAP, when they don't work, it's not like you're getting annihilated. Here, for instance, if I would have bought SMH, and where I bought SMH was at 173.74, and I was late, way late. I should have been buying them at 168. But because they went to the multi-day and they pulled back and then they broke over the multi-day, that's a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. So I don't mind buying at 173.75. Sorry, 173.95 is actually where I got them. 173.95. And my stop was basically 172.50. And they went up basically 10 points. Now I had the stock. So, but if you were looking at options at the same time, instead of buying $173,000 worth of stock, you buy the 174s on SMH. You know what they were? At the time that we were buying them, they were 155. They went to $8. That's just one trade. 155 entry went to 8. Taiwan Semiconductors, 30 cents to $11. AMAT, these were 20-cent options. They went to 350. So for all the days that maybe the multi-day VWAP trade didn't work for you, but again, it's very hard to not make money trading this setup, considering it works most of the time. And when I hear that, every stock breaks VWAP, which break do you buy? The first break. So if you look at any chart today, right? Any chart, look at what AMAT did when it broke the 1 minute VWAP. Broke it at 71.82. 71.82. The stock went to 81. That's 10 points. And yeah, you sell along the way. But anybody that tells me that this doesn't work, it's not this doesn't work. You don't work. You don't know what you're doing. And this is that day. This is the day where you, as a trader or a wannabe trader or getting into this, if you were shorting at the open today, you got to say to yourself, this is not for me. If you didn't make money today, you finally have to say, you know what? I definitely shouldn't be doing this. This is not me trying to be rude or funny or condescending. This is the kind of day where even my uncle, who really has no clue, he would admit, my dog made money. I'm not trying to be funny. This is that day where it was literally impossible to lose money if you were trading VWAP. Impossible. Because whatever symbol it is, let's just pick up any random symbol. I'm just going to hit my keyboard, see if it's a symbol. Okay, it typed in JK. Too bad it's not a symbol. So I'll just put JK, first symbol that comes up, JKS. Don't know what JKS is, but when it broke VWAP at $45, it went to 46. And then it came back, it broke VWAP again at 45.21, and it went to 46.50. I could do this all day. You're going to tell me that trading VWAP doesn't work. I'm going to tell you, you don't work. You are clueless, and you need to admit that to yourself before you get yourself in trouble. Because if you're not getting the simplest, easiest way to trade, you're never going to get trading. And you shouldn't be doing this. You should be the buy and hold guy and hoping for the best and suffering like the rest of the people when the market goes down. I will never own a stock in my life ever again. Today was another example of why I'll never own stocks, because you could come in today and make more money today than you have in an entire, not just a year, maybe 3 years. Every mistake you ever made trading, you rectified it today. Any money you've ever lost in your life was made back today and then some. That's how significant today was. And if you didn't make money today, this is the day where you got to make the hard decision. This is not for me. I don't know what I'm doing. Either stop trading and learn, or just give up. Give up. Give up now. It's okay. It's not for everybody. But I'll tell you one more time. If you'd like to learn, I'm here for you. But if you want to watch Tom Nash telling you to buy worthless biotech stocks after they've rallied 800%, if you want to watch the guy on the boat tell you to buy BBIG because he knows about the company, good luck. And if anybody out there knows any of these gurus, I'm challenging you again. I need to take YouTube back. It was me, 2007, making these videos. If anybody's out there and you want to challenge me, I'll give you $100,000 cash. Cash. I'll give you 100 grand cash if you can outtrade Move, if you can outtrade me. Call the market's next move. I don't have to. Who the fuck cares what happens next? We just cashed out of the greatest day of our life. That's the point. See, it's nudniks like you. Call the market's next move. Who gives a fuck what happens next? We bought AMAT at 72.50. It went to 81.50. We bought the Qs at 256.50. They went to 270. Who cares what happens next? I'm done for the next 3 years on a day like today. That's my point. If you're still speculating, you're doing it wrong. If you're still guessing, you're doing it wrong. You trade VWAP and you make money. And if you happen to have a day like this on a Thursday, you're trading options that are expiring tomorrow for pennies on the dollar. TSM, AMAT, SOXL, DAL, WBA, even IMUX, APDN, it didn't even matter the symbol. Every stock that broke VWAP went into a short squeeze. This is the day that these morons on Reddit dream about, but they're too stupid to realize what's going on, because they're so stupid that they'll take a stock from 71 to 81 and they won't sell it. And then it goes back to 71. And they say, oh, this thing doesn't work. The stock went up 10 points. What do you need? Just like Kathy Wood. You're in a stock at $80 and it goes to 300. Maybe you should sell. What do you want? You got an option that went from 30 cents to $3 and you're not selling any. What more do you want than 1,000% return? I understand. And again, this happened to me today. I can't believe where some of the stocks went. I was in the Qs. I was in a $1.25 option. It went to $2.50 in 13 ticks. 13 ticks. You know what a tick is? It's basically a minute. In 13 minutes, I'm up 100% of my money. You're nuts not to take it. And then the next thing you know, the same option that you sold at $2.50 is at $8.90. True story. It's heartbreaking, yeah. But you know what? You double your money in 13 minutes and you're in the moment and the stock starts to pull back, you're going to start selling. And then you look back, you're like, wow, I tripled my money on this one and I'm feeling stupid like I did on, AMAT. I left $40,000 on the table on AMAT alone. By the way, my buddy's short TSM right now, as a matter of fact. Where is it? Oh, yes. 8-ball is the shit. This dude, he crushed it on the way up, and then he bought $70 puts as it rolled through 69 and change, and now he's crushing it on the downside. This is the greatest market ever. Look how it pulls right back to VWAP. It's not really crashing. It's a 4-point pullback on a stock that rallied 10. Wow. Wow. So if you're out there listening, we're probably going to schmooze tonight, but the thing is, one of my best friend's father has passed away. Condolences. He's a very sick man, so as sad as it is, it's a relief for the family. And I was thinking, man, it's going to be a shame not, I'm not going to be around tomorrow. I got to go to a funeral, right? And selfish that I'm thinking of myself here, right? But I'm thinking, again, I have people that are counting on me. We were doing this morning show tomorrow, and I was going to show everybody how to trade these reversals. Goldman Sachs and all the banks are coming out tomorrow morning. But after a day like this, it makes tomorrow insignificant. Because whatever happens tomorrow, it's not going to be what we did today. No way in hell will it be as good as these first 3 hours of the day today. No way. Impossible. They can equal it, maybe. Won't be better. So me not being here might not be the worst possible thing. But I'm going to tell you something. We're very lucky. You're lucky. I'm lucky. We're all lucky. Anybody that's been hanging out with me has been very lucky. We're able to manage our own lives. That's what we're doing here. It's not just our finances. We're managing our life. This is a job. This is a way of life. And take a moment. And again, I know I'm taking this moment now because my buddy's now, officially an orphan. Both of her parents have passed away now. It's sad. This is what's happening at this age. But you take a second to reflect and take a second to appreciate what you got. Take a moment. I appreciate everything I have. I remind my kids how lucky they are every day, how lucky we are. Even though this, it seems like there's chaos going on in the streets and society seems to be crumbling. Guess what? Every 10 years, society seems like it's crumbling. But what we do here is just like it's a video game. But when you dive deeper into how these are, for certain people, this is so much more important to them than it is. I mean, I love it. I treat it like a casino, but there's pension plans on the line, people's livelihoods, people need their money back. They need the market to go back up. People live off this money. I treat it like a casino because that's what it really is. But, we're very lucky that we can do this. And just every once in a while, take a moment. Appreciate what you got. I appreciate the water coming out of the pipes every morning. When the toilet flushes, I'm like, wow, this is revolutionary. Indoor plumbing. I know it sounds funny, but I really do. I appreciate everything I have around me. I appreciate the idea of being able to bear my own arms. Because if the shit goes down, by the way, and you're not ready, you better be ready. And speaking of being ready, and I got to go soon. If you're going to use a bullpup shotgun as your home defense, remember, these things are a massive, massive recoil, crazy kick, and you're in your home. And by the way, don't forget, Keep earplugs wherever you're going. Okay. Every drawer that I have in my house. Because what you don't see in the movies is earplugs. These idiots are shooting guns. Meanwhile, they'd all be deaf. You ever shoot a gun without ear protection? You can't hear anything. Make sure you got your earplugs near your gun. Because if the shit goes down, make sure you can hear what's going on. You're not going to go deaf. But what you want to do, you don't need the full 00 buck running through your bullpup shotgun and shocking you every time you shoot it. Low recoil 00 buck. Or any low recoil. Which ones am I showing you right here? Yeah. Is where you want to go. So I bought these. These are pretty good. I got 2 more cases of another one I'll show you tonight. I got 5,000 rounds now in my house. So that's my plan. Take as much money as I possibly can take out of this market. I'm buying, and again, if you don't know, here's a great website for you. They're running out of food. You know, there's a food shortage in this world, right? They're kind of really not talking about as much as they should. I'm this guy. I'm the nervous Nelly. You know, that's why I have zero money in the market. But if you guys are interested, this company, they make, that's where you want to go. For 275 bucks, at least you'll have food in your house for basically 4 weeks. The stuff lasts for 25 years. You don't have to go nuts, but everybody, you should have, nobody in this country should be without a firearm and water and food in their own homes. I'm not kidding. Electricity goes off in this country, we'll be tearing each other's heads off in 7 days. You want to hunker down those first couple of days. Let them all annihilate each other outside, and then you go outside 3 or 4 days later. But you got to be able to hunker down. And you better have a plan. Anyway, I'm twisted right now of just an emotional freaking wreck right now. I mean, it's hard to enjoy the fruits of our labor today when I'm sad for my friend. And just a reminder, make sure you take that pause every day and appreciate what you got. And no matter how shitty things might look, at least you're not living in the freaking slums of India. We're still the best country on earth. Give me 7 years, I'm going to run for president. I'll fix everything. I'll be running on the no vacancy platform. No vacancy. And I think I know you know what I'm talking about. All right, be careful out there, friends. And if you know any gurus on the internet, tell them I'm looking for them. And hell's coming with me. You tell them. And hell's coming with me. There should be one guy talking about the stock market on YouTube. This guy. Everybody else is trying to hurt you. I don't even know what their agenda is. Like, does Tom Nash even sell anything? What is that guy's existence for? Like, what's his existence? And the best part about this move today, and again, it might not end up, and we could crash by the end of the day and be down 2,000 points tomorrow afternoon. But start looking at the internet. Start looking at what they're telling you now. Now they're going to prepare you for the bear market. Now they're explaining why the market's going to crash. Now they're telling you to sell your stocks. Tom Nash, everybody. Tom Nash. Tom Nash, everybody. Now he's going to prepare you. Remember when I started making YouTube videos? Why did I come back onto YouTube and start making videos? Because I told you imminently the market's going to crash. And did it? See, when I use the word imminent, I mean it. And by the way, I'm not an anti-Gregory Mannarino fan. I like the guy. I like his cars. I like his attitude. He likes silver. What I don't like is when he tells people that the market's going to crash imminently for 11 straight years. And he was wrong. If you're going to use the word imminent, you better be right. Just like the word fraud. Why do I hate those charlatans that say everything's a fraud? Because they don't know. They're just throwing that word out there just to get a rise in you. Anyway. Speaking of silver, I'm getting my ass kicked. When are we getting this rebound? I just did a count in my home and in the bomb shelter. I got way too much silver now. I got way too much. I just went on a freaking blitzkrieg. I didn't realize, I'm buying 50 of this, 50 of that, 50 of this, 50 of that, 50 of this. I'm buying 50 coins at a time. I realized today I got them in sheets. I never seen them. They came like this. They sent me a sheet of coins. It's freaking cool. What the hell am I doing with this thing? Gonna hang it up on the wall? Got a sheet of coins. $28.50. This guy knows what he's talking about. 28. What? Oh, that's me. That's me. And that's a box of ED pills. I got some plans for my wife tonight. What? I'm getting old and I've been smoking pot since I was 13. She thinks I'm kidding. I'm not kidding, honey. I'm coming for you. She's like, no need. She likes that my testosterone is dropping and I have no desire anymore. She's like, thank God. Leave me alone. I'm not even kidding. I'll see you guys. You're in for it tonight, honey. I gotta go. I'll probably be around tonight, but yeah, I'm out tomorrow. Good luck. Don't get chopped up in the mess. It's been a phenomenal day. I don't mind shutting the computer off right now, but I gotta go on. All right, be careful, y'all.